daily user experience is very important touch point. I said that earlier. You know, when you have a beautiful lift, if I can use that word, a beautiful lift in your block of apartments, in your office, that journey between the particular level to wherever you're going, it always comes with a beautiful memory, and you long, to go into that lift again. And for the business people, this goes a long way, in selling, you know, your property, your project, and all that. To proceed. So it's no longer just, what do you call it? It's not just a transportation. It defines comfort, efficiency, and perception of quality. So the kind of lift you fix in a building, goes a long way to tell people the quality, of your services, the quality of your brand, or the quality of your company. And critical to high rise, this is very critical to high rise anyway, and mixed use development. I go to the next one, value creation in luxury development. Value in luxury development. You don't just input any form of lift or fix any form of lift in luxury development. It must be premium, and you cannot do away with the fact that you know you intend, you know selling that property, and for you to be able to sell it easily, and it must appeal accordingly to your potential client or to your prospect. So we continue to the next slide. Value creation for Lexington. It enhances asset valuation and rental yield. So if you own a building, next slide please. If you own a building, and maybe you want to value that asset, and the kind of lifts or vertical transportation you have in there, goes a little way to also help, in raising, the value of that particular building. Next, hold on.
Hello, I see my screen.
Yes, your screen is visible and you're audible. Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
yes,
Oh,
yes.
all right, team. I think he's experiencing connectivity issues. Please let's hold on for him for a couple of minutes.
Yes, Lucian, please, are you set?
He's having network issues, but he's
Right.
joining right back.
All right, sure. So thank you very much, Ms. Yen. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. So whilst waiting for Mr. Laulu Oluwarede, of course, I want you to know that if you have a question, on top of your screens, you have the chat box. So you can equally put in your questions, because after all the sessions of the speakers, we are going to handle the question and answers. In fact, for any bothering question, for any concern that you have concerning vertical mobility, to be addressed for you. And don't forget that Mr. Laulu Oluwande is actually saying that he is coming from the business perspective. What that means is that if you are here and you are end user, of course, you must also see the vertical mobility solution from the business perspective. At the end of the day, all other stakeholders, if you are an architect, okay, if you are a realtor, if you are a developer, you must always make sure that you inculcate or you bring in vertical solution to whatever property that you are looking at. And while still waiting for him, I want to reiterate that he made mention that the most essential thing that he looks at has to do with what client experience. And he said that experience must be positive and what indelible. You must make sure that in rendering your service, you must make experience that you are giving to your client is very, very much what positive, and something that is what indelible, something that will live with the client to what eternity. And again, he made mention of accessibility and comfort. That is, of course, what the vertical solution is giving to you, is giving to your client. What that means is that, of course, you should be able to conveniently travel in between floors without any constraints. And you should also feel what comfort by saving time as well. He also made mention of what the property enhancement in value. What that means is that a lift of 200,000 USD will no more be 200,000 USD when indeed you have what lifts added in what or installed in your property. And also
Is not yet back, so we might be hopping on to the last speaker because of time. So let me call on our next speaker. All right, the team is asking me to give him a couple of minutes, to give Mr. Laulu a couple of minutes to rejoin. So please, you can take it from here, Mr. Daniel, while we do that.
For the opportunity once again. So I was waiting for Mr. Laulu Oluwande. I just want you to, of course, take note of this one, takeaways, okay? Especially looking at what we have just presentation, he made mention of lives carrying lives and it's what an everlasting what investment. And he also said that if you are investing, that is my take home, make sure that we invest right, because it is not a refrigerator that you are buying, but rather it is something that is carrying lives. What that means is that a refrigerator can just spoil your stew, can spoil your vegetables, but a lift, if you don't comply with what regulation, it is actually going to endanger your life. And your life is the most precious thing in life, and you must make sure that, of course, you take every necessary action to protect your life as well. He also made mention by saying that compliance is very important because of your life, as I mentioned. He said compliance is everyone's job. It's everyone's job. So don't say that, well, because I am an installer and I'm going to install for a client and the client is not ready now. In fact, I'm just going to do any shabby installation. They don't also say that, well, because I'm not the one going to stay in this building, I'll not even, provide any vertical solution. Whilst it's a high-rise building, whilst it goes beyond the ground floor, you must know that it is everyone's compliance. Compliance of what? Compliance of safety. Compliance of convenience. Compliance of what? Accessibility. All those for your life and also the lives of your loved ones. He also made mention that we don't just sell lifts, but rather we give you a lifetime solution. A lifetime solution means that the lift is not a one-time investment, but something that you will continue to use. And if you look at the presentation that was given to us, it gives us even the lifespan, okay, of the lift life. Where if it is a vacuum elevator that you are buying from PE lifts, we are looking forward to, giving you 30 to 35 years of lifespan for your lift. What that means is that it is something that is going to live with you to what? To eternity. Compliance is of essence.
Compliance, construction coordination, and technical oversight. Mr. Segun Olagbisi have contributed to a wide range of real estate and public sector developments across Nigeria. His work consistently integrates safety, functionality, regulatory compliance, and environmental responsibility, ensuring projects meet both and performance standards. A passionate design educator and industry advocate, Mr. Segun founded a global architectural visualization training platform known as ProDesign that has empowered over 6,000 students and professionals across Africa, Europe, and Asia. He has partnered with the government institutions and private universities to deliver free professional seminars on artificial intelligence, building information model, and sustainable digital workflows. Through his engagement with the